That's right, baby. We're back. Season 3. We took a break, we rested, we recharged the batteries, and now we're firing on all cylinders. We popped a Buck Ram 3000, and we're ready for another season of absolute nonsense that we are completely unqualified to talk about, as usual. But we're changing things up this season. We want you, yes, you. We've officially opened the doors, taking applications to our loyal listeners or anyone with some just as unqualified, and I mean unqualified nonsense to bring to the table. If you want to jump on the mic with us, drop us a line at qualifiednonsense@gmail.com. Slide into the DMs, and we'll get you back as soon as possible. But for now, turn down the lights, spit in your hand, and brace yourself for the 3 hunky talks the internet could have easily passed on. It's time for another episode and season of Qualified Nonsense. I'm Matt.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Brandon.
And this is Qualified Nonsense.
Shit, we did it twice again. First, no, that was good. Listeners, I know this is an audio medium, but you really missed a really good face from Brandon with the spit on the hand bit.
I didn't see it. I had it covered up with my script. Well, I'm sure it was.
Well, that's what we need. That's what we need to put into the budget, teleprompters, so that we're not looking off screen. Have you guys ever used a teleprompter?
We use them to film, but I've never been on the. I've only been on the backward text
camera side,
version
right?
of it. Yeah.
You're the one on the typewriter putting in poop and balls and stuff.
God damn it! Who put that in there? You know he'll read whatever is on the teleprompters.
Have you used one, Jake?
No, I haven't. I've seen them like from the sort of presenter's side, but I haven't had to use them. And also, like, they're my nightmare, right? I'm dyslexic. I can barely read with like a pillow and a blanket and a cup of tea or whatever. With the pressure of a scrolling text, that's my nightmare.
Except they have to scroll from the bottom up and like you read it backwards.
Have you ever used cue cards?
I have to use a mirror, an additional mirror.
Have you ever used cue cards?
No, I've definitely, so being a like an apprentice actor, you end up holding a bunch of cue cards because you're like, I'm here to do tech work, but also get exposure and meet people and socialize and rub elbows, and it's all dog shit. I hate it. But yes, I've held a lot of cue cards, but I've never.
I'm here for the exposure.
Yeah. Speaking of exposure, did you guys know that I was naked on stage? No, I'm just kidding.
Speaking of exposure, have you seen my mugshot? So it's been a minute. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, it has.
Took the holidays off. How are the holidays?
Brandon, how are the holidays?
Yep, totally fine. Yep.
Well,
everything
that's
was
an
good.
episode. Thanks for tuning in.
No, Jake did make his way out this way, and we did do a little get together at in Sandy with Jake.
Yeah, no, it was good. We stopped by a seedy little bar. Actually, it wasn't seedy. It was in the bottom of the what is
the
that?
Old Sandy VFW.
Oh yeah, the old Sandy VFW. There's a little bar, and yeah, it was nice. I'm sorry.
Is that the one when
the
VFW is the one where you're like coming almost like first into town?
Yeah,
it's right next to Taco Time.
It's like on the backside of Taco Time.
Really? Oh.
You know where the Grange?
That's not what I was thinking.
It's the old Grange. It's the old Sandy Grange.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's like the white building. It's right. Well, this
what
is
was
really
it called?
Interesting.
Well,
Sandy Underground.
Yeah.
Ooh, fitting. But Brandon, you said it was like kind of nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Meaning they had actual glassware,
food, and
plastic.
It wasn't Ron's. Wasn't Ron's No Place where you get a dip in your rum and coke?
No, I mean, by the time we left, it was like standing room only. It was pretty packed in there.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like there was what 6 tables?
I was going
One,
to
Yeah,
two,
say,
three.
it's a
calm
pretty
down,
small
Sandy.
place.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
You're growing too big for your own britches.
We ended up sitting in all of the seats because we kept trying to get like a better seating to be able to all talk to each other. And so at first we were all on a couch, which was not conducive to conversation. Very conducive to hand jobs though. So I sat next to Brandon, obviously. But then we kept like shuffling tables and chairs around, and we eventually found a anyway. But yeah, no, it was fun. Unfortunately, the schedule didn't pan out to be able to see Matt and fam, so that was a bummer.
That was a
but yeah,
bummer.
I mean, my family.
Thanks, Alaska Airlines.
Yeah, what a bunch of dirtbags. But yeah, so I woke up ass early on Christmas Eve with the family, so at 2:30 in the morning to get early ass flight out of RDU. And so actually, you know what? This year was really strange because we had family Christmas on like the Sunday before. And so it felt like on the 23rd, I guess, 22nd, we had family Christmas. And so it was just like, it felt like Christmas is over. And so I was like, I even had this moment of like, can I still listen to Christmas music? And I was like, oh no, it's still, it hasn't happened yet. So I had sort of a false start, but it's all about the kids, and the kids had a good time. So
Yeah.
And I'm a kid too at my parents' house. So I had a good time with my folks and seeing my brother and my nieces, and good time.
Awesome.
Yeah. Matt, you traveled right before Christmas, right?
We traveled for Christmas. It was a little different. I've never left the Pacific Northwest for the holiday season or any sort of things like that. And we actually met my father-in-law and brother-in-law in Arizona. We were in Scottsdale for the week. We just kind of all randomly decided that would be a fun spot to go. And it was 79 degrees, and we were swimming in the pool, and kind of messed with my Christmas emotions, but Scottsdale does a good job of making it, it's like, it's Christmas, but it's not like trying to fake be snow.
Right.
Like they had this big sign up that said Scott's Dazzle for Christmas. And it was like, yeah, you like, there's a Christmas tree and that it's like, it's for Christmas, but it's not trying to be like, ooh, here's the abominable snowman. And, it's an old winter town.
I'm just looking on my phone here at my Spotify list, but my, so there's a couple of albums called Ultra Lounge / Christmas Cocktails. And it's sort of all like 60s, like 50s and 60s and a little bit of 70s, classic Christmas music, not mostly non-secular, but there's a lot of like what's that song? Like Christmas
Jingle Bells.
Christmas Island, and like the tropical Pacific, how they celebrate Christmas. And so it's very sort of funky and like jazzy. And anyway,
our Christmas playlists are different because I always had AC/DC, I Want a Mistress for Christmas.
Nice.
I want
Well,
mistress.
well, so I think that also fits into the sort of warmer climate, like Christmas time.
Or Corin's Jingle Bells.
Nice.
Jingle Bell. We did. Brandon actually texted me on Christmas, and it would have been so awesome to be there. But we got the second best thing is we looked up the live webcam at Leavenworth because it was actively snowing on Christmas Day.
Nice.
And we had it on TV as we were outside by the pool. They had like this outdoor TV
awesome.
area, which was kind of fun.
Was your father-in-law like, turn that off? It's too cold.
No, no, he likes it. He likes seeing it. Maybe doesn't like being in it so much.
Oh, is it when he comes to visit in Washington?
Yeah, one of the reasons that we chose a new spot is he said he wasn't necessarily excited about coming out for Thanksgiving, Christmas time anymore because it's just
too damn cold.
And I get it.
And he's a Scot, right? It's cold up there. Is that why?
There, like, but he's been in North Carolina for so long. And he's like, I like the heat, which he had never been to the desert before. So I asked him, do you like the North Carolina heat or the desert heat? He's like, oh, this much better. This is so much better. I was like, yeah, because you're not. Yeah, it's like, you don't get
it's great.
a towel thrown on you when you walk outside. A wet towel.
Yeah. It doesn't help the fact that there's just like clay as our substrate, and so when it rains, it like barely soaks into the topsoil, and then it just sits there and cooks. It's just like boiled or poached. Everybody's poached down here.
Let's steam these sweet baby angels. It was cool though. It didn't snow. It rained on Christmas Day in Arizona, and it was going for kind of like how it rains up here for a couple hours. But the sun came out, and it was like, whew, ta-da!
Nice.
Did you guys, Jake, make it up to the mountain to play in the snow at all?
No, we didn't. We wanted to, but Matt, I don't know if you were keeping up with it, but the mountain had something like in like many decades the lifts weren't open for being that late in the season, and so there wasn't really much snow on the ground at what's it called, a ski bowl, and we were going to take the boys up to go sledding because in New Jersey we had a lot of snow, but they were very young, and obviously here in North Carolina it doesn't snow very much, so we wanted to take them up tubing, but there was so little snow that like looking at the webcam, you could see like mud and grass patches. And I was like, I don't know if this is going to be like as glamorous as, like, it probably still would have been fun, but
it's going to be a core memory, just not the way you're hoping.
Right, exactly. I didn't want that to happen.
They're like sledding on rocks and stuff.
Right. Which we did plenty of, right? But like
we did, but it almost looks like that snow that is coming into the end of spring and start of summer.
Yeah.
Like when it starts, it's that weird. They actually opened up Ski Bowl and then they closed it down again. It was closed.
They yeah, right, exactly. And that was sort of, they opened it the week we were arriving, and we're like, ooh, maybe there will be enough snow. And so it was sort of a, but we did end up going to a really cool place in Portland. Portland listeners, if you get a chance, check out, what's it called? Hopscotch. It's on the east side.
Hopscotch is sweet.
Yeah. What did you say, Brandon?
Is it Sassy's?
Actually, it's pretty close to hopscotch.
Yeah. You could do both. No, hopscotch is this like art installation interactive thing. I don't know. Matt, help me out. But it's really, really cool, and the kids really enjoyed it and got some energy out. And
it's immersive and interactive. Yeah, it's good for kids, or if I don't know, you take a tab and go to town.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I did not take anything, and there was a couple of rooms that I was like, is this real life?
It is fun. Yeah, it's fun for adults and kids.
They have a lot of like
kids like of all ages,
multi-projectors that had some kind of sensors attached to them,
spray paint thing.
Yeah, they would interact, like the projectors would project, I guess interactive video in some way, but your movement would then or influence what was happening on the screen. And yeah, it was really, really cool.
I don't know about you, but my kids were tagging like butt and fart.
Hilarious. I'm so glad that they were doing legitimate. It was pretty busy in that particular room, so we only just sort of did it a little bit, and we're like, oh, okay, I get it, that's fun. The room I liked the most was there was like hanging ping pong balls, kind of.
You like walk through them,
like, yeah, and there were like lights and sounds synchronized to, so each ball illuminated, and there was like, I don't know, a string of like 20 or 30, and then there was a bunch of strings, and so it would be like
really weird perspectives.
Yeah, and of course there's a mirror behind, so like it looks like it doesn't end, and you're just kind of like, you can get into particular points where all of your peripheral vision is like all of these illuminated balls. It's pretty cool.
To me, it seemed like a scene if Labyrinth was filmed in current day with David Bowie. He'd be walking through and he's like, your heart can be so cruel.
A couple of the rooms were kind of like Tron. I was just like, oh, this is what it's like to get lost in a computer.
But yeah, check out Hopscotch. It's pretty fun. Well, boys, we're a little rusty,
Yep.
but should we blow it off or shake it? What do you do with rusty? Do we blow it? Should we brush it off and come back for some questions?
or
You shake it. No.
Should we lube
no
ourselves
more than
and come
3
back
times.
for some questions?
spit in your hand and
So we got rusty.
get to work.
Get to work.
All right, let's get back. Let's go to some breaks and then crank these things.
Oh no.
Questions, I meant. Crank the questions.
Be right back. And welcome back. Feel free to drop us a line at qualifiednonsense@gmail.com or connect with us on our socials. And like Matt mentioned, if you or someone you know would make a great guest on a future episode of Qualified Nonsense, please let us know. Now's the time on the show where we take on Reddit's most pressing queries by finding the top trending questions and answering them here. Our first question comes to us from Ask Reddit, username pinkpussy69420.
Yes!
They asked
That's all the things.
Right out of the gate. God damn. I hope it's like a.
They asked.
I hope it's like a really.
Do you think Jesus loves me if I?
Yeah. Or it's like I'm trying to. Is Tide better than generic brand like Kirkland?
What is something that is technically legal but makes you look like a total jerk if you do it? So what's something that is legal but you look like a jerk if you do it?
So actually, I don't know if this is legal, but street spitting or sidewalk spitting, which I do, I have done in my life. I have since COVID. Basically, I haven't done it much, but I used to do it a fair amount without really thinking about it. But I do think it's gross, and it's also like people are like gross.
Guess yeah. The people that don't like spitting, I've noticed really don't like spitting. There's nobody I've run into that's like, yeah, spitting's kind of gross. Like, ew, no, why would you do that? Like, ugh.
Yeah,
It's like what? It's like do it or don't.
What's with the guys who like walk up to the urinal and spit like before they pee? I've noticed that's like
I'm glad you're bringing this up. I have a follow-up question to this, but yeah, what is up with that?
Target practice.
Do you guys do it? I'm guessing, Brandon, you don't do it.
Okay, I'm gonna say urinal spitting is kind of like drunk cigs, kind of a thing. Just like you drink and you go to the bar, you just like walk, you're like, yeah, and then you just be and walk away. It doesn't make sense. I don't know, but you had some drinks, you feel like a big tough guy. Walk up and spit in the urinal.
Oh man, I've had a couple of drinks.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah,
what
who would do
about-
that?
Yeah, I know, Matt. You're like, this is extremely pointed. This is offensive.
And then as
no,
you
it
leave
feels
the
like
bathroom, you
when-
get one of these. Oh yeah.
Yeah, whenever I'm in the bathroom, I just always hear guys going like, and then
Can't do it in front of their girls, bro.
gotta do it with the boys. Okay, so what about this? This is in the same sort of.
I mean, better in the urinal, I guess, than the street, but
yeah,
or the floor.
What about people who are, and tell me if you guys do this, people who are peeing and then flush the toilet mid pee or right before they're done peeing?
You know what? I do that from time to time.
Matt's like, what the fuck are these questions?
No.
Fuck you guys.
I'm not gonna try to justify this, but I do that from time to time, but I don't know why. I think it's more of an urgency thing. Like, oh man, I really had to go, and I really want to get back to the movie that I didn't pause, and I should have paused.
Yeah,
but it doesn't really. Like,
well, it doesn't.
chances are you're still peeing and it's done flushing.
Right.
Is it because it's like you're peeing so much that it's like filling up and you don't want it to overflow or something?
Clearly, you've never seen my bladder. It's the size of a
Or you're
cashew.
getting like splashback or something?
That's oddly specific.
The only thing I'm filling up is a thimble and being like, "Ooh, it's overflowing."
Oh man.
Or the guys who pick their nose and wipe it above the urinal.
Ew,
What?
I've never seen that.
Yeah, those
I've never
guys.
seen that.
I've
I thought
never
you were just gonna
seen.
say like guys
Check
that
out
flick
above a
it.
urinal
Like, yeah, guys that
sometime,
flick
like, you'll
it.
see boogers smeared on the wall.
You know what I hate is when you're
Are they?
saddled up going pee, and then another guy just comes right next to you, just starts jerking you off. I hate that. Right? Right, guys?
I really hate it when my friend comes up behind me and grabs me and shakes me around and says, "Earthquake."
Yo, seriously, that ruined me. High school, going from homeschooling to that was awful.
Looking back on it, that must have been
Straight
just a shock.
Bullying.
It was. It was.
Mom, why don't you ever push me into the toilet while I'm peeing?
Guys,
You never did that to me at school.
I didn't go to the bathroom at school the whole of school because of that. I was like, I can't do it. Or if anyone else was in the bathroom, which there was always someone in the bathroom, couldn't do it because I was just like, my bladder was like, nope, we don't have to go anymore. I'm like, oh,
It's like the equivalent of a.
Dehydrated through high school.
yeah, no, I was.
It's almost like
Crazy.
the equivalent of your first day in prison is going to school. Or you're like, oh, don't drop the soap, or like, I don't know, watch your back when you're at the urinal.
Yeah. Yep. Public school.
Can't think of anything else though that like is legal but is annoying to. What was the? Read it one more time. What's legal to do?
What's something that is
But you look like a
technically
jerk doing it.
legal, but makes you look like a total jerk if you do it? I mean, I guess there's like cutting in line. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no laws against that.
I'm gonna say like people who don't merge properly.
Mm.
You're a
I was-
fucking asshole.
I was gonna say, I was gonna be a dick, but just it being in North Carolina and using a traffic circle correctly.
But roundabouts.
That's yeah, roundabouts. That's legal. What I'm doing is legal, but everyone thinks I'm a jerk because they don't know how to use a traffic circle.
Not returning your shopping carts.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Driving under the speed limit when it's perfectly reasonable to drive at the speed limit or above.
Hmm.
You know, like I know there are laws about that, like impeding traffic by going under the
Mhm.
speed limit, but it feels like it's one of those laws that like nobody ever does anything about.
It's
kinda
all
thing.
subjective. It's all subjective to the officer
Trooper or
who's
whatever.
stopping you, right?
Yeah.
I would think.
I guess people that travel in the, or no, is it illegal to travel in the left lane and just kind of hang out? Is that illegal?
I think the left lane is for passing only and not for travel. So I think you're supposed to technically get around somebody and get over.
Yeah, but how often do
2026.
we actually see that?
Make that a point of priority. 2026. Do something about it.
Listen up, listeners. Fix your driving habits because we're about to fix ours.
And then spit out your window as you go.
And spit out your window. So, what about like
Yeah.
picking up dog shit? Like, is it? I guess in certain municipalities, it's like illegal. Like, you can get fined for it. So, never
Probably.
mind.
Yeah, is that considered littering?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's considered littering. Well, it might be, I guess.
What about like using a bunch of tax loopholes to shrink your tax bill
I mean,
Don't hate the player, man.
or to get out of paying taxes? Like if you're wealthy,
Who doesn't
and-
want to pay any less? I don't think that makes you look like, it only makes you look like a jerk if you're raking in $4 billion already just to save 200,000. Then that makes you look like a jerk.
yeah, but that's what those people are doing.
I
right?
know, but I'm saying if you're just like a, average Joe and you're like,
Yeah, if someone on
I
this
could-
podcast does it, I'm like, good for you for figuring that out or having the resources to hire someone to figure that out. But like the people who are actually doing it, pay
people who are
people to
worth
do it.
like 9 figures or more.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm all
you
for
have a
keeping
whole
your tax
team that do their
liability
taxes.
as low as possible because there's plenty of other people out there who should be paying significantly more than we do.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got?
Oh, kidnapping presidents from other countries?
No way, man. They owe us a solid now. They got to come get ours.
They owe us a solid. We
we did it to them.
They're that's interesting.
I've seen some pretty awesome
We
chanting and cheering in the streets. They owe us one.
We've got a pretty fat IOU.
Gonna want to hang on to that one.
Hang on to that one. Did you guys see the second one of that? The Dumb and Dumber, Dumber and Dumberer?
I let it stay a memory.
Yeah,
Dumb and Dumber 2.
Maybe
it's Dumb and Dumber.
Oh wait, no, they made a.
Well, there's the prequel one, and then there's the sequel.
Yeah,
they made 3. Nope, didn't see either of those.
Yeah, no, I didn't either. But I agree. Keep it in memory. And actually keep it in memory because I'm not about to go back and watch Dumb and Dumber.
That's fun.
Was it?
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber is a good movie.
Okay, never mind. I'll rewatch
it. This person says blowing out someone else's birthday candles.
Oh, I thought we were talking about just being a jerk, not a sociopath. Like an adult doing that.
I mean, if we went down that path, being like using somebody else's bathroom in the house and not flushing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like etiquette stuff that we could say here. I guess that we missed a whole genre of activities.
Not letting people exit on a train/bus before entering, basically pushing the way through the people that try to get out.
Jake lived in the land of subways. He probably knows about that.
That'll get you shot.
Picking up something hot/cold at the grocery store, deciding you don't want it and leaving it to spoil somewhere.
That's happened to me a couple of times, not to leave out to spoil, but like I change my mind on something or I find a better of that something. And so like I wheel back to the refrigerated or freezer area and I feel like there's always someone like stocking that shelf or that shelf next to it. I'm like, I'm putting this back. I saw how long you've been here, but I didn't tamper with this.
There's a thing on Instagram I saw of somebody that did put a reel up that was finding the most obscure things in the wrong places, and like people put tampon boxes back in the cheese. It was like, what? Like, did you realize here that you didn't need your tampons? It's like, okay.
Yeah, I've seen it like people like leave lunch meat in the aisle or whatever, stuff like that, or cartons of milk and
50% off.
Do you remember that trend of kids taking gallons of milk and pretending to slip and hitting the floor and just throwing milk all over the place? Did you guys see that? It was like 2 years ago.
I briefly remember that. It was short-lived.
I'm glad it was short-lived because it was fucked up.
Because I'm an old man. Scrolling with your speaker volume up on public transportation.
Oh yeah, dude! Like people that have zero concept of sound. Like we took the kids to a movie, and the movie wasn't on, but it was like that 20 minutes before the movie thing, and the 20 didn't even play. It was just, but there was this one old person sitting, and they were playing like poker on their phone, and every time they went like, so you could also tell how bad this person was at poker, but the volume was like up to,
you suck.
Yeah, like turn it off. You lost all your money. Buy more credits.
Yeah.
Also, to what we were just speaking about, this person says internet pranks. It sucks that these douchebags can go into Walmart, mess with people minding their own business, and then humiliate them on the internet with pretty much no repercussions.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember it was 2021 or 2? It just came up as suggested. There was an internet prankster that got shot in the mall. Yeah. Because this guy was like, stay away from me. Stay away from me. I'm telling you, stay away from me. And he just pulled out his gun and right in the stomach.
Yeah.
He could get acquitted.
He did because they couldn't beyond a reasonable doubt say he wasn't like actually trying to defend himself, because this guy was all up on him. It's like,
no jury in the land would convict him.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
everybody's
right.
on his side.
I
I mean, there were thousands of comments, and they're like, "I'm sorry, are we supposed to like feel bad for this guy?"
I do like the ones that backfire on people where they do end up getting punched, or like I saw this guy was trying to pull this prank with this lady at Walgreens or CVS or something, and he was trying to do a return or whatever, and she's like, I need a receipt, and he's like, well, I just bought the blah blah blah. She's like, nope, I don't have time for this, I need a receipt. Like she was just like totally stonewalling him and like not giving him what he was looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, all of those pranks, it just makes it's predatory, and it's just really not a friendly side of comedy, I think.
Yeah, to me, it's like watching people fall on the ice when they get punched in the face. It's like, what did you expect to happen? You go up and you screw around with people so much.
Yeah.
Like you get 5 across the eyes, and people are surprised, like, he punched me. It was just a joke. It's like,
right. And
you
and
want people to believe it was real.
Yeah, it's always punching down usually, and like,
yeah,
it's like, why don't you go prank CEOs or whatever? Like, try that.
right. Because it's people who
not like some
in
lady who's just like working her 8th
second
hour of the
job.
day at
Yeah.
Walgreens,
Well, Medicare CEO that got punked pretty hardly recently.
Damn.
It was just a prank, bro.
Gotcha. Why are you mad?
All right, we got one more question, or is there some other good responses?
Yeah, I don't really. Filling a shopping cart at the grocery store, then just leaving.
Oof, it's cold as ice.
I mean, that could be maybe the person went to pay for it and they didn't have the money or something, and then it's like, what? Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, thank you, Pink Pussy 42069 for the question.
I almost forgot.
It is a pretty. I mean, I'm satisfied with the benignness of that question. It's just like, hey, what do you guys think about this?
Is it spelled just as is?
It's pink_pussy 69 420. Yeah.
Man, can you like? It's one of those screen names where you're like, how long have you had that? Sure, like you know how many teen boys probably thought about that, and it's like, yeah, good for you. You hang on to that forever. You sell that domain when you're ready.
Well done, you.
So we were just talking about YouTubers getting punched and stuff. So this is kind of a good follow-up. So this comes from No Stupid Questions subreddit. Username glad description 4534. They ask, which is a less fun username than the last one.
Well, get out of here.
They ask, why don't people hit in the nuts during serious fights? Why don't people punch or kick in the balls during serious fight scenes in the movies or even real life? The only time I have ever seen it happen is in cartoons. Seems like an easy spot to deal a hard and painful blow to.
Well, for cinematic purposes, that would end a movie pretty damn quick. Be like, I have a problem
like the
with
Matrix. They're like going up for this big kung fu thing.
It's like whom, bom, bom, bom.
Have you seen that Matrix fight scene cut where they every hit ends with Agent Smith getting chopped in the throat? It's so good. I'll send it. We'll post it somewhere. But it's
for serious
funny.
fights. I think for serious fights in real life, it's more of for whatever sort of valor you want to, or like, I don't know, being a man, if you will, like it's kind of just a no.
Well, yeah, it's kind of seen as cowardly, I guess, but if you are fighting for your life, truly, like somebody's
100%.
actually attacking you, like, yeah, go for it. But if it's like,
I'd kick a bear in the balls.
You spilled your beer on me, bro, and like, or whatever, like that kind of thing, it's
right.
It's pretty funny. See some guy at a sports stadium, like coming, oh,
on the jumbotron. Oh, and he got it right in the sack.
They should bring it back. Like how we were talking on one of the episodes, like bring back calling them nards or gonads or something. Bring back nutsack tap, or the casual tap with the friend.
Ooh. Yes, right. Like
Oh.
holding beers. Can you hold my beer? Oh.
Like I was rewatching Jackass the other night, one of the movies, and they so instinctually, because they kind of have to there, but like they just stand there. Their hands are always on their chunks, like if they're just casually standing there, because if they see an opportunity, they take it. Like, bonk.
Yeah. So okay, so approaching this somewhat seriously, I did take a some sort of martial arts class where the instructor was like, "You actually don't want to do that, because if you do that, you're going to have about 60 to 90 seconds of a really, really angry person who doesn't feel the pain for like something about like the pain doesn't set in for like
What?
60 to 90 seconds." And I was like,
This man has never been hitting the balls. It sounds
I
like
know.
he needs a quick old kick to the gonads.
But if you're fighting someone in but seriously, yeah, I mean, I don't know why they don't.
Somebody needs to take this guy to a Krav Maga class, because that's all they do.
Yeah.
Roll around on the mat and grab each other's dicks.
Yeah.
I mean, are there any other sort of moves that are kind of off limits?
Throat punching.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
I mean, that could kill you.
Yeah, throat punching, that'll kill somebody. I mean, that's
eye gouging.
I do wonder about like people's
Scratching,
thoughtfulness about
hair pulling,
permanent damage. Because like if you're in a bar fight, or basically if you're in any fight that you're not fighting for your life, and actually even if people are fighting for their lives, I think most people are not trying to kill the other person. You know what I mean? Or like do permanent damage. So people who are legitimately scared for their life, they're going to do things like bite and scratch and do anything they can if they actually think their lives are in danger. But if you're in any sort of way like hitting to then break apart for a moment to then try and talk the person down, you're not going to also kick in the balls, scratch, bite, pull hair, gouge out eyes. You know what I mean?
or you're going to talk them down and get them really calm, and then kick them in the balls.
And then pocket sand right in the face.
Gotcha, bitch.
Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right. Let's bring back the ball kicking. We're gonna improve our driving. We're gonna start kicking people in the balls.
No hold bars.
What was there was that Simpsons where Homer where Bart was like part of the Big Brothers program, and like the his like big brother father or whatever like took him out, and then he finally met Homer and they got into a fight. And
this is ringing a bell, but I don't remember.
And Bart's like, "How'd you beat him?" And he's like, "Well, I told him I was a hemophiliac, and then when he turned his back in disgust, I kicked him right in the back."
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice. What are some of the top answers?
Well, the top one says a lot of people will lose respect for the character, and it's fictional, so there's no reason.
Well, I see. For in cinema, yeah, if someone kicks somebody in the balls, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, it was a great movie, but when he kicked him in the balls, I was like, oh man, I don't have as much respect for the hero."
Well, now they're not going to get an Oscar nom.
It says, if you need to win a fight, you do what you need to win the fight. Just know that if you go for the balls and it doesn't take them out, you're probably going to die.
Exactly. See, that is so. That's the other thing about making it count. Because if they don't go down, like they said, you're gonna die. But also,
if that doesn't work,
the next time you see that person, if you ever run into them in public, you know what they're gonna do to you? They're gonna run you over with their car. You know, like,
That's true. That's a really good point. Like you could forgive a lot, right? Well, how much would you guys forgive? Like if someone like sure, if someone kicks you the balls, you're next time you see him, you're running him over. But like if someone like bites you in a brawl, when you
I guess
see
it
them in
depends
your
on the
car,
reason,
you're
like who started the fight.
nice. You're bringing reason into it. It's good thinking. Yeah.
Well, like if I was just a bully and I went around and like tried to get in fights and then somebody kicked me in the balls, I don't think I would
You say
like
that now,
seek revenge.
but you're also a bully.
Yeah, you're putting Brandon's Brandon's
You eat
thoughtfulness.
sleep revenge. If somebody like bit me and I was unprovoked and stuff, and I saw them the next time, I don't know, I'd probably stab them with a fork or something. Like that.
Probably kidnap
like,
their families and
I'd probably. Well, have you guys seen Saw?
This person said because in real fights and movies, hitting the groin is risky and unreliable. People move, guard that area, and it's easy to miss. It also might enrage the opponent instead of stopping them. In skilled fighting, like martial arts, groin shots are illegal and seen as dirty, so fighters train not to rely on them.
we're getting a lot of the whole if it doesn't work, like, or you're gonna get angry people. I want to know the percentage of people that get kicked in the nuts and are like, oh, that made me more angry.
I think maybe if your adrenaline kicks in, it could like, like if you're, if you're doing something, you're active, and then you get an injury. Have you ever, like, once you stop, you're like, oh shit, I, cut myself or whatever. I didn't even realize
Yeah.
it. That
I
kind of
guess
thing.
that's true.
Yeah.
It's just such a powerful spot. It's different than being I crushed my fingy.
If I was on the receiving end of it, I feel like I'd be like, all right, you win. Get out of here, you.
I'm gonna get out of here, you rascal.
Tend to
my turn.
my plums.
Feel it.
Yeah. Well.
We got time for another quick one, or
yeah, this one should be
a little quickie,
a little quick nut shot,
little dip.
Yeah, this one also comes from No Stupid Questions, username Commercial Ladder 65. They ask, what's the appeal of a strip club? I recently went to a bachelor party, and oh, cliche, we also went to a strip club. It was my first time in one, and I simply don't understand the appeal. I get it if you're 16 years old and badly want to see a real pair of tits for the first time in your life, but you are not allowed in this club then. But for a guy 30 plus years old like myself, what's the deal? Even if you find it sexy, is it really enjoyable to you to be pretty much blue-balled for hours? I get prostitution. Personally, I'm not a fan, but at least you get, off. But just looking without any interaction must feel unsatisfying, so why even go there?
So this started out as like a genuine question, and now I think he's just trying to justify it to himself. Like, somebody, they're fine, right?
Strip clubs are bad.
Nobody's going to look down at me.
I mean, I agree with this person entirely. I've never understood strip clubs. It's weird. It's uncomfortable for me.
And just to go get ahead of the genius who will most certainly turn up in the comments, no, I am not gay.
I mean,
that's how they end their question.
I mean, like I get
defend it, my man.
I get the appeal to. I mean, it just seems kind of lonely, like because people. So I'm trying to think of the times I've been in strip clubs. Like you have people that are partially or entirely naked, either dancing or talking to you and like buying, and you buy drinks for them or something to that effect. And like it's basically like just like having a naked friend to talk to. Is it? I don't know. But you only know them in the capacity of their job, so it's like,
and not even by their real name.
Honestly, it's like
and your relationship with them is transactional. So
well,
It was
right.
going to be my
It's
thing
like
about it. I think a lot of people can meet it at the sense it's like, look, I know this is a this is a business transaction that's happening. I think you're exactly right. A lot of people that go to them are lonely, Jake, and they are purchasing that time for company. They just
Yeah.
happen to be, generally attractive women that don't have tops on.
right.
That's the business transaction. So I think 2 lines of thought: people can understand it, or people think they're important and lonely.
I think, yeah. Have you seen those memes of like, men will do anything but go to therapy? Have you
Yeah.
seen those?
Yeah, I've seen some of those.
Yeah. Well, I kind of feel like that for this. It's like, I don't want to talk about my problems or like deal with my issues, so I'm gonna go look at naked chicks and talk to them with a drink. Maybe one of them will dance on me, but I can't touch anything. That's what I like. I don't know. I think they're bizarre.
Go find out what colleges a bunch of people are going to these days. I'm in school.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see it in an era where we didn't have such easy access to pornography, but
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, I don't know. Are strip clubs still thriving, or are they?
I don't know.
I mean, I know like
I don't know.
bars in general are kind of a little bit in a fallow period, but
Yeah.
I don't know about strip clubs.
Not in this economy. Just throwing all those ones around. Need that to heat
Well,
the
and
house.
then maybe that's another thing is it's like a fetish for some guys, like to be like kind of pay pigs, and like
Yeah.
they like, sort of like the sort of femdom aspect of
the importance
like,
of that transaction, or the yeah. I see.
Man, Brandon, you're
because
throwing around a lot of
there are
terms I
guys.
don't know.
Well, I mean, like there are guys who like, there are women online who they have like Amazon wish lists and stuff, and guys get off on like buying stuff for them and things like that. So
Yeah, but you guys ever tried one? You get stuff showing up at your house.
That actually that brings up a really interesting topic that we want to talk to our listeners about. Patreon. We have a Patreon, and if you want to check out our wish
any
list,
of you pay pigs want to show up in the Patreon and give us money and get nothing in return.
Yeah, I never paid pigs before.
I know it. Do they like that term?
I don't know. I don't even know if that's what it's called.
Yes, I
officially.
pay pig.
That's what they should be called,
also...
because they try to make it normal when they're like, I paid this girl $20 to step on a piece of birthday cake, and like, oh, you pay pig? Oh, that's so disrespectful. Don't tell me that. It's like, you're the fucking guy who's trying to watch girls step on food.
I think we've talked about this person before, but there's this woman on one of the social media platforms that doesn't wear much, or like doesn't wear a bra or something, and she does pottery, and she like steps on her.
Yeah, I've seen her.
I forget what her name is, but I'm just like, I'm so charmed when I see it, because I'm like, man, you're just raking. That's what it was. It was like sometime last year I saw a post from her that was like, she's like, thanks everybody for my new studio, and she's got this gorgeous new pottery turning, or whatever. What is that called? Throwing, like a throwing wheel, and like
a wheel.
She's got this whole new setup, and she's like, oh, thank you so much to everybody. And I'm like, man, she's fucking raking it in. And I was like, good on you. But she
Thanks
sells
all you
like
pay pigs.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she sells these, like, she makes like really pretty vases, and then she like steps on them. So like her feet marks are in them, and they're selling for like hundreds of dollars. I'm like, get it. That's awesome. Yeah.
So pay pig refers to a slang term for someone who enjoys spending money, sending money and gifts to a dominant partner, a findom, as part of a financial domination fetish or lifestyle where the submissive gains pleasure from the act of giving money and the dominant controls the finances.
How do we get one of those?
Yeah, if any of you pay pigs are out there, we'll gladly accept your money.
You could be our
piggy.
You could. Never knew I was a fin dom, but you could be my fin dom.
I didn't know I was a
Wait, do you want to? You want someone to financially dominate you, or you want to financially dominate someone else?
I don't know. Like how do I financially?
So
I could
if
financially
you were a fin
dominate you
dom,
with
that
pennies.
means. So if you were a fin dom, then you would be dominating the submissive pay pig for money and gifts.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
Okay, so you would be a fin dom.
Well, listeners, this is a brief preview into what this season's going to look like. It's going to get kinky, it's going to get slutty, and it's going to get awesome.
Matt, you're like, oh, I found my new fetish. It's receiving money and gifts.
Yeah. Oh no!
You're like, I thought this was a love language. Nope, it's a fetish.
Well, although I guess it's a dominant thing, so it's more like, pay me, you pig, or like buy me this.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think we're sitting down while we're recording. I really just want to be a fly on a wall. Just to
Pay
see
my
how that
mortgage,
goes.
you scum.
Yeah.
That doing it for anybody?
Pay my mortgage. I've got medical bills.
Give me those shillings, matey.
Oh. There's a little twist on that one, man. We're getting a glimpse.
This guy says, I spent 3 years as a bouncer at a full nude strip club and never quite figured this out. I regularly watch people drop thousands of dollars and leave with nothing.
Did he ever get tipped?
I would assume so.
I mean, I don't get it.
Probably get more action from the bouncer than the dancer because they got to pat you down, right? Like, oh,
nice.
Oh. Just turn around and walk out.
No, Bruno.
Don't need anything. I'm good. I'm going home.
I'm all set.
Ain't got no glitter on me either. Thanks, Gary.
Person says, I don't know. I don't know about American ones because they're kind of boring yet profitable, but Mexican ones are crazy, like a nightclub with naked women and lesbian sex on stage. Plus, they sometimes bring up girls watching in the audience to perform with the staff, which, as a bi girl in my 20s at the time, this was like a decade ago, was very much a highlight for me. Got robbed the day after, which put a damper on things, but hey.
Yeah, there's some of them. There's one in Portland that I know is Casa Diablo, and I've heard they do like intense things with the dancers on stage. Like they'll use,
I don't even know what that means.
They'll use like toys and stuff together, like two dancers. And I was like, oh.
Are there places that do stripperoke where like you sing karaoke and the stripper dances to it?
Yeah, but like, and I've heard that and seen like that advertised, but wouldn't you be distracted? Like you just forget the words because you're like, oh, ooh.
Yeah, it's just the music and the bouncing ball and the words, and
Just
you're
the
just
backing track.
As articles of clothing come off, you miss fewer or
it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Oh yeah, Piano Man. That's a good stripper song.
That's to help balance out the horniness. Everyone's like, oh, okay.
Next, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Like, cause you know how casinos have coolers, or they used to have coolers that would go around and like cool off a table. They've got like a plant, like a karaoke plant, that they're like, hey, the customers are getting too handsy. Go over there and sing Piano Man.
Sing Eric Clapton, Tears in Heaven.
You know any songs from Guys and Dolls? Go up there on stage.
Guys, no. When you said stripper karaoke, that made me just think that the strippers were doing karaoke. but the idea of like,
Well, maybe on a
clients.
slow night.
Honestly, both of those sound kind of awful. Cheese
Damn.
my cherry pie.
Now wait. Speaking of strip clubs,
Butter
I
voice.
know we drove by it a bunch, but did you guys ever go into Jiggles?
The one
juice
where the best
bar?
wiggles were at?
No, wasn't there one
Oh,
off
the
of
other
205?
That was their slogan. The best wiggles are at Jiggles.
Hilarious. Did you guys ever go in there? Because it served a very slim population of 18 to 20-year-olds, right? Basically,
I never went.
wasn't
It was so far
a
away.
juice bar?
right. It was juice bar, so it was like a strip club, but not with alcohol. Which
All right, here's your
does sound
$20
worse.
apple juice. Enjoy. No,
Can't say that I
never
did. But we did. Whenever we drove by it, we were. I feel like we were always like, gross.
I think. Well, never mind. I'm not going to say who, but I think I know somebody who we went to school with who would go to those. But anyway, not as a performer, but as a patron.
Ah,
No way,
I can't
this is
think of
season
who you're
3.
talking about.
It's a brand new year. Out them. Is there a reason that we can out them?
is the person dead?
No,
Oh.
not as far as I know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's like a 50-50 crapshoot these days.
I know.
We lost
We're
a
dropping like
soldiers from 2003.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry to bring it down there. God
listeners,
damn it,
let
we're
us
having a
know
good
why
time,
you
too.
go to the strip clubs. Because I work there.
What do we call them? Spending pigs? What are they? Money
Pay
pigs? Hey, any pay
Pigs.
pigs out there? Why do you go to strip clubs?
Oink, oink, baby.
Oink, oink.
Pay me, you filthy animal.
I'm working on setting up a Discord channel for us, and I'm going to definitely create a new channel for the pay pigs. The
Fin
piggy
Dom
oink,
channel.
oink.
You know what?
Yeah.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Just putting that out
I
there.
mean, how
My
do
man.
you? Yeah, I guess it. Yeah, I mean, with the internet, I guess two people
See,
who
now it's
they can
cranking.
find
Yep.
each other. Yeah.
We got him. Hook, line, and sinker.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening, and thank you to our loyal pay pigs for supporting the show. If you haven't already,
No.
we should make a sound like a ka-ching, like a cash register noise with like a pig before. Suey.
Daddy, chill.
But if you haven't already, head over to Patreon at patreon.com/qualified nonsense to show your support. Watch us over on YouTube at youtube.com/@qualified nonsense. Feel free to send any questions, comments, or guest suggestions, or if you yourself would like to be a guest, to qualifiednonsense@gmail.com, or hit us up on our socials found in the episode description. After you've done all that, please rate, review, share, like, and subscribe on your podcast app of choice. And we will see you back here next week for another brand new episode of Qualified Nonsense.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.